What's happening, everyone? We're back today with another video on the ST. Sorry about the week's delay. It's just obviously some things have got a bit ahead of us and we haven't had much luck with parts recently. A lot of stuff that we've been wanting to do, just the parts haven't been coming in, nor has the time. But today we've got something for you today that hopefully will be quite handy for you Mark 6 owners, because as you are well aware, these suffer with water leaks on the boot quite badly. And there are multiple issues with this, and there are multiple solutions that people always suggest, such as the forward badge is leaking, the center brake light, the tail light, all that sort of stuff. On this car, I am still getting a leak, even though that is all done. Obviously, some people say that the rear wiper grommet, but I have a Kill-All Wipers grommet in mine, and it's definitely not that because it's rock solid. You can't even move it. We've tested that theory anyway. There is one little solution that people do overlook quite badly on these, and we're going to go outside the car now and show you exactly what that is. Okay, so on the tailgate there is this piece of trim all the way along, and as you can see, you do get a little bit of a gap in between all along it there, and there is 3 gaskets that go like that along the actual trim itself. And that is my theory as to why this tailgate is still leaking, because I've resealed the Ford badge, obviously Kill-All Wipers. That was brand new from Ford about a year ago, so it's definitely not going to be that. I wouldn't have thought so anyway. This is my last port of call. So we'll just open the tailgate. What we need to do is quite hard to see, but there's a screw hole here, here, and here. And if you can see that, there you go. We need to take out the Phillips screws that hold those in. Just a normal Phillips screwdriver. That one's missing for some reason, so I've just got probably 2, which is what I've got. And then we'll have to just pop the clips out from the tailgate using a suitable trim tool. So I'll just quickly get these screws out. Try not to drop them like I just did. Okay, that's the other one, and then we'll get our little tool, try and get in behind there. That's that side. Okay, so now the panel is off, as you can see. Okay, so you've got one nut here, another nut just there, and then if you look through this hole here, you'll see another one just there. So pull the boot lid down, to give you a bit more access. As you can see, you can access the other one through here, here, and nice easy one there. So I'll just quickly get into a decent position and actually get these 3 nuts off. And that was not very tight at all. Gently, careful enough, you'll be able to get the nut out with your socket, because you don't really want to drop it down there, otherwise you're probably going to have to take the actual boot solenoid off. Now for the other one, should be able to get in there quite nicely. If not, if you're a bit worried, just unclip that brown plug. But you normally don't really have an issue. And that's the second. Right, now when I'm doing this, you've got to be careful because obviously this trim with the number plate lights is going to fall out. So if I just quickly unclick, actually it should be fine. What I'll do is I'll quickly just get back out of the tailgate, undo the nut so the trim doesn't fall down on us by hand, and gently shut the tailgate just so it's on the latch. And then with a bit of luck, we just gently take the number plate off. Just gives us a bit more space. We should be able to just pull this out. And then you've got your 4 number plate wires that we can just disconnect. Okay, so that's now off. A few more gaskets than I expected, but it is what it is. They don't look in terrible condition, however, they're not great at the same time. Put that back and just get something soft to lay this on. See, the number plate ones are double-sided taped. That one feels very brittle. And then last but not least, got this one. So obviously we've got a few gaskets now. What I'm going to do is just get my new foam and stuff that I've bought, and I'm going to trace round these and make as decent as a template as we can out of the old ones, because although they are together, they are quite badly cracked, as you can see, so they're not going to be really doing their job too well, and hopefully we'll be able to make some nice fresh gaskets for it. Okay, so we've got our new foam. It's around 3mm thick. You can get this off Amazon, and it's got the sticky back to it as well, which is nice. So all I'm going to do is just lay the old gasket over the top, trace round it with an actual scalpel, or if that doesn't work, then we've actually got like a little slicing knife that will work quite well. So what we're going to do is just put this on a time lapse, make all the gaskets up, and hopefully in the next clip you'll see a brand new set of fresh gaskets for the tailgate. Okay, and with a bit of luck you should have some gaskets made up. Took me quite a while to do these, to be fair. I'm not really this sort of arts and crafts sort of person, if that's what you want to call it. But I don't think I did too bad, considering if I put it down and put the, say for instance the old one over the top like so, matches up pretty well. The same I do with the little one. Don't think I did terrible. Bit rough around the edges, but it's quite difficult if I'm honest with like a little scalpel. I did end up using scissors, as you can see that one come out quite nice, but luckily you're not going to see this, so I'm not really too bothered if I'm honest with you. So we'll just shut this boot down as much as we can. We will plug our lights back in. Okay, both sides are now plugged in as should. We should now just be able to tease the little locator and the stud into the holes with a bit of luck. Got to go up evenly, otherwise it will not hold. Now lift the boot up so it can't fall out, and then we'll get our nuts and just gently wind them on without pushing the actual trim back out of the car. Okay, which is now on, as you can see. So we'll just get a ratchet and tighten all three of these up. Okay, they're all tight, and already I can see the gap has improved on the actual trim itself, which is good to know. So now that's all back together, what we're going to do is get our big trim back on, screw it back together, and that'll be the end of today's video. For those of you who know, that is not the easiest to do with one hand, so give me props or credit where it's due. Okay, so now just screw in our screws like so. We've got one missing, but on yours it will be free. And there you go, she's back together. Looks a lot better, and hopefully I see that it's still not 100%, but it should be a bit better than what it was anyway. I'm just going to do a water test on it, make sure everything's all good. So as you can see, I've fully doused this in over a litre of water. As you can see, that's still dripping off the car now, and where it basically was collecting was around here, because I think it was leaking down and up through the lock through here. So I think we might have solved it. Thank goodness for that. I'll keep you updated on it anyway, but yeah, that's all for today's videos, guys. I hope this really does help you out, because I know there's not really much info when it comes to this sort of stuff. It's normally just the common answers that everyone gives on the forums, which can be helpful at times, but also it can be quite frustrating, because or you want to hear a problem that not everyone has, because you've tried all the main fixes and they haven't worked. So hopefully this has helped. If it has, and you're still at the end of the video and you must like what you see, if you do, please click the subscribe button, and I'll catch you later.